Here to invite you guys out to the next events that we will be hosting. Our first event will be hosted on Thursday, July the 7th at 7 p.m. This is our Citizens Policy Liaison Council presents the grand opening of Paradise Power Night. I don't know if you guys know, but it's right around the corner here at 1660 Whitehead Court, Gwen Oak, Maryland, right next to the Days Inn. So we're calling all of the entrepreneurs, the community activists, and elected officials, the movers and shakers of Baltimore, Maryland, to come on out. Let's build together. Let's get together, put our heads together. Let's help me help you help us.
And let me add something in there as you're speaking, and thank you very much. You know, Sister Queen, I'm really grateful just for her energy that she's putting in and the energy that she's bringing and the support in her volunteer services to our homeless population is just to help. Like Ms. Flowers, whatever we could do to help to build this empire.
Yes.
You know, so when she put her information out there and you guys calling her, you know, she is the voice to help us to find the assistance, the funding, and the opportunities to continue housing first our homeless individuals. So it's about 4 different events. We're going to go through them for throughout the month. So basically, these are events we're asking for your support, your donations, your contribution. Again, we are asking for that outcome. And we also want to be mindful with Larry Wallace. You know, when I think about grassroots on Friday at 3 o'clock when you're coming on, you got to let, you know, Larry is my mentor.
Yes.
I started the radio sitting on your show.
Wow.
You know, sitting in the same seat. And it's
Wonderful.
like now, you know, when we're talking about being community leaders and community activists, we need our community support. We need the support to keep transparent media going, to keep things going
Right.
so that we can be on the airways uncut. I call us a
Uncut.
X-rated
Real
version,
talk.
Larry. You know, we ain't
truth.
on nobody's sideline or back pockets. We just want to make sure that the information get out there and we can bring awareness to the ills and the hurts of our city. Homelessness is passionate to me, but we're talking other issues with the partnership with CPLC. We get to work on so many other issues in Baltimore City. So we're trying to be like a one-stop shop, grassroots entity, but be the voice for the people. We got to be the voice for the people with no compromising. So one of the things I say, if you got a problem with Miss Flowers, you got a problem with God, because God has strengthened and motivated this mission to keep moving the way it does. Anything that I get done is through God. So I'm really grateful for God for sending me this opportunity to even work with someone like Sister Queen to be trying to sort out all my mess. But Will Hannah, how are you today, brother? What's going on with you? Yes.
Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say something real quick. Hey, Danita,
Hi, Will.
what's going on?
Awesome.
I'm gonna say this. And you know, I try to be as fun. I ain't running for nobody's office. I ain't trying to be politically correct no more these days.
Uncut. Uncut.
No more.
Uncut.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Uncut.
I'm gonna say this. If there's ever gonna be an attempt to get something done in Baltimore,
Yes.
all right, people got it. You can't have a whole lot of backbiting and talk and all this. People got to
Yes.
really be focused on what the mission is at hand.
Yes.
All right. People got to really be serious and say, okay, if we're going to do this, if people want to do this, they got to stop all the nonsense. All right. I don't like this person because they live in West Baltimore.
Oh, Lord.
I don't like this person because he works in Park Heights. I don't like this person because he works in Sandtown. None of that matters.
I don't like this person because he's a different color than you.
Going on for years and
Culture.
decades.
Yes.
All right. And I'm a saying, a lot of the problems that's caused in our neighborhood ain't because of the politicians.
Right?
Politicians can't fix what goes on in the streets.
Right?
Can't fix it. All right. And the problem is you got a lot of young black men that are my age and
Hurting.
younger. Some are older.
Yep.
And missed the generation of young black men that were in their 90s. That now these kids are in their 20s, and this was playing out the street.
Mm.
This is the carelessness of the young men in Baltimore. It's the carelessness of a lot of the older black men that are my age. I'm in my 40s. All right, I'll say it.
Dropping the ball. You know, you in your 40s.
I'm in my 40s.
You old.
People don't want to have that real conversation because there comes some personal accountability with that.
Yes.
That's right.
That's
All
right.
And a lot of men ain't going to say, you know, well, I'm doing my part. It sounds good on talk radio, but what you doing once you get off there?
Hey, man. Come on, brother.
Hang your phone up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? it's good. And then you get all these people, and you're going to have more people that's going to call in for the next 45
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
A whole bunch of guys going to call in and ask them what they doing when they get off the air, when they walk out their door.
Oh, they waiting for the next show to. They waiting for the next show to come on.
Come see young CC Jackson. I got 50 young black men that be up there every Monday and Wednesday playing football. That's
Yes.
off the street.
Talk about that, because you do have a great thing going on Mondays and Wednesdays.
So they can keep all that nonsense and rhetoric and bull and all. I don't care. No more air. It's family show.
Yay.
But the
Uncut round here.
real conversation. Let people have real conversation.
Real conversation.
Real
Stop
talk.
passing the buck.
Yes.
Stop blaming other people.
Yes.
All right, and you can tell them Will Hannah said it. And if they got a problem with me, they can call me directly.
They
this
just gonna
Will
delete.
Hannah? This
They
Will
gonna
Hannah?
delete you off their page.
Will Hannah.
You're gonna get deleted too. All right, well, thank you. You're gonna get deleted too, and that's right. That's a true fact right there. Like, we gotta be more. You know, one time it was so easy to just blame. It's like the more God exposed you to realizing the system is set up for the system. We are not going to get, you know, it ain't no Captain Save a system in Baltimore. You know, the system is focused on the system day-to-day operation. That is not the concern of our communities. That is not the concern of our children. And I say our children because when these streets are unsafe, you got to worry about your nephews, your niece, your mama,
Right.
who's on the bus stop. And you don't want to get that phone call and then realize, like Will Hannah say, what do you do in the community after you get off the phone? This is my brother and friend, Mr. Cooper, who didn't call me.
Mr.
Hi,
Cooper?
Mr. Cooper.
Good afternoon, sweetheart.
How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty bad. But I was listening to Mr. Leo.
Yes.
You got a very valuable person among you.
Yes.
This man is a very investigative individual. He's like a newspaper.
Yes, a good newspaper.
I mean,
Because we got some bad news. He's a good newspaper.
yes, he's real for what he's trying to expose from the top. He can get information that average person can't call in.
But do you realize, Mr. Cooper, that it's so many community leaders that are resourceful, they have the
Yeah, but
knowledge,
they have their different talents.
but they're not
They have the
putting it,
talent to investigate.
yeah, they're not putting it where it needs to be when it comes to supporting the initiatives.
Indirectly, I've listened to him over the times, and I understand how he's approaching things. And he knows people that we don't averagely think of. He has that access. He has that drive. He wants to expose these people to live up to their responsibility. I mean, he just exposed some people that's living on one level as opposed to the other level.
What do you think? What do you think? Let me ask you a question. And as community leaders, Larry Wallace as well, we always get an opportunity of exposure. You know, we be in rooms
Well,
with
I'm
people,
unaware of that, but I
and
know-
I'm
I
saying
was
that.
listening to how he-
But let me tell you why I'm saying that. And when you're in these rooms with these individuals, because, you know, I've been privileged and had the opportunity to be in a room with some amazing people. And then, you know, and our biggest talk start talking about homelessness. And it surprises me how unaware we are in this city of how our homeless individuals are affected so badly. Like, and when you're in these meetings, in these rooms, that's my topic of conversation. Because I feel awareness has to get settled in the mind of some of us to understand that we can be proactive when it comes to our homeless individuals. If you see God pulling someone in the right direction, you should get behind them and push a little bit. Just a little push. If we want to keep housing homeless people, we shouldn't have to rely on our city and our state to do that, or our government, because they too busy focusing on the system. So how do we get the Mr. Leos and the wisdom individuals that's done this for years? Look how many years Mr. Leo been in these streets. Like, come on, does it take to the end of time to just get
Well, my intention
a victory?
was that since he has that ability,
Yes.
that he can expose some of these people who are human as well.
We trying to expose. We can't keep exposing them too much, brother Cooper. We gonna be homeless. If I keep exposing them anymore, I feel like they on my neck.
I don't worry.
They on my neck. Like,
Flowers.
yes, sir.
God's got you.
Thank you, and that's what I live on
God
every day.
chose you. You
Amen.
didn't choose him.
Amen.
He knew your heart,
Yes.
and he's using your heart. And you're not going to back off.
Mm.
'cause he's
One
not
company
gonna allow
told
you
me
to do it.
One company said before you say something, I want you to say the views and opinions
You'd be
by me.
Yes.
They said don't even say their name without putting a disclaimer.
God's
Wow.
love within their hearts. You're God's child. Ask him for whatever you need.
Yes.
We asking. We got you. Thank you, Brother Cooper.
You're welcome.
Also, Baltimore City, again, we're going to let Sister Queen put out some of that information of events, opportunities to support our initiative to house our homeless individuals, also to fill in the gap of the lack of funding that will be coming into Baltimore City for our homeless individuals. So our initiative, our efforts, our fundraisings, our layout is basically to build our own capital of resources to continue doing what we have been doing, and that is awareness of the airways and to house first our homeless individuals so she could be able to continue, because then we're going to go into talking. We have the boss ladies, our sponsors for the youth festival coming on to talk about their involvement.
Yeah, it's Baltimore City again. So the Real Care Providers is hosting a homeless summit. You guys, we need the grassroots community, the governor's office, the mayor's office, any city housing, private corporations, private and public sectors to come out and support us on Tuesday, July the 19th at 5 p.m. at the Enoch Pratt Library at Patterson Park. Again, this is a homeless summit. We are coming together to address the issues of homelessness in Baltimore City. Again, we want to focus on focus giving. You know, if you're going to be putting your money into all these different entities and we still see homeless people walking around and sleeping under tents and different things of that nature. We need to do focus giving, you guys, and we need to put the money where it really matters. You know, how is anyone going to want to invest in your city if they come to your city and they see people sleeping on the streets? You know, so focus giving, you guys. Again, participants that we're looking for this homeless summit on July the 19th at 5 p.m. is the Governor's Office of Community Outreach, the Mayor's Office, the Mayor-elects and nominees, city housing, private corporations, the media. We need the media there. You know, we also need vendors there. You know, anybody that wants to give back to the homeless community, any donations, any sponsorship. We are taking all of that on that day of July the 19th at 5 p.m.
And the
Please, you
7th.
guys, come on out and support us.
Amen. And you can
Amen.
always reach me, Baltimore City, 410-365-5567. And I put my number out there because, you know, I understand individuals like to have the conversation. We are very transparent, open to any type of partnership. We are clear about our vision. We are clear about the mission, the individuals that we are going to be allowed to work with. And this homeless opportunity can only continue if we do reach out to the private sectors and individuals to come and help, because I'm not a compromising government or a state person. I just know that homelessness is real and there's so much more we can do about it to help these individuals get off the street. One of the things we're going to go into, and it's great to be able to put it out there, you know, when you're talking about mentoring, you're talking about grassroots, you're talking about building up other entities. You know, this is what leadership is really about in Baltimore City. It shouldn't be that barrier where you can't work with this person, you can't work with that person. We should have that opportunity to work with one another. And I'm excited even to get ready to introduce and put the information out there about the Boss Ladies. They will also be the sponsors of the Youth Festival that is on August the 6th. They will be sponsors of this Youth Festival. The Youth Festival will be August the 6th, 9 to 6 p.m. It's about youth. This is an international initiative to prepare the global youth for the future leadership roles. And one thing Baltimore City is missing is lack of engagement and lack of activities for our youth.
Yes.